back in. It's like she's still a little loopy, so we're gonna give her some time to, get out of the grogginess of it and stuff. So he was like, you got about like 25 minutes until she's like with it and together.
Bear right onto the I-290
So we're sitting there,
East,
about 15,
Marlboro,
20
and
minutes
enter
have
the
gone by,
freeway.
and your mom tells me, this is where she's like starting to take concern and like be like, take my number, blah blah blah, da da da. And she was like, I was just on the phone with her father when you and Jack went outside to go smoke a cigarette and told him that I'm here and what the deal is. And your dad on the phone was like, because she said he talked to the
Continue 11 miles.
doctor. She talked with the doctor after the surgery was over, and he was like, oh yeah? Was her boyfriend sitting right there next to you? And then she was like, yup, he was right there next to me. And he's like, good, that's a good egg. So, your dad likes me, and he doesn't even know me.
No, like, I told you that. I think you and my dad will get along because you're both fucking super smart. Like, stupid smart.
And we gotta stop at the pharmacy.
Which one?
Fantastic, the whole
Yeah.
one. And we have to stop at an ATM. Oh, Katie. We gotta stop at Katie, West Corner. I got you.
I'm not gonna be able to go inside.
I'll go inside. Okay? Because there I can do an ATM, she can get food, I can possibly get another pack of cigarettes.
I mean, yes, he smoked half of
Yeah,
your
I
That's
got-
how you blew through that.
I blew through this pack because of Jack, because of your mom.
Dakota, don't fucking feel like you need to give Jack anything. Tell him to fuck off. Like, literally, because that's what I would do. Like, bro, go fuck yourself. What do you do for me?
No, I'm nice
Do you
to
smoke
everybody.
any of your weed with me? Barely.
Yeah. Well, I'm nice to everybody. I'm not gonna,
No, maybe, but like, I don't. That's not cool. He's taking advantage. I'm not okay with that.
If you want one,
seatbelt because I'm
break
tired of hearing this thing.
Sorry, Norman, I can't put mine on.
I'm not worried about you.
you don't have an
because
alarm.
You're not on a pressure sensor. He is.
Yeah, I've been walking around with my weed and shit all on me today. And
I can make you mouse for you.
and we'll do it later. And what was I just saying?
How you were walking around with the weed in your pocket.
Oh, I've had my weed in my pocket and this grinder in my pocket the whole time, and I've been sending Jack stir crazy because it's all he can smell is me and my weed. So like every time
Please
we
don't
was,
tell me you smoke.
no, I didn't. Every time we sat down, like I would do this to like air out what I have on me, and 5 minutes later he'd be like, "All I can smell is weed." Like he asked one of the nurses behind the counter for a can. He was like, "Do you have cans? Like a can of soda?" And the lady behind the counter was like, "I can get you a paper cup of soda," and he's like, "No, I want a can."
Yeah, they gave me fucking 30 of those.
Yeah, I've got that backup sock. I've got all the paperwork right here. I gotta hit up fucking Jess because I'm getting fucking nose candy.
But yeah, I look nothing like my mom, right?
No.
If you saw my dad, you'd be like, holy shit, you don't have DNA for that.
I saw her walking in, like me and Jack went outside to wait for her because she didn't know what fucking entrance or anything, and we saw her walking, and Jack was like, "That's her mom right there," and I was like, "Who?" I was like, is she hiding behind the lady that looks like a stick?" And he's like, "No, that's her," and I was like, "No fucking way." And then she walked up, and she started talking to Jack, and Jack just started dying. He's like, "Oh my god, I missed your Boston accent." He's like, "She's got the best Boston accent."
Alright, my friend Matt, again, he's hanging like every day. My mom is the type of person who's always like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, so every time I see my friend Maddie, he's like, where's Tracy? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, dude.
I think your mom likes you.
Yeah.
Because right before we left, when I was fixing all this for you, she rolled down her window and was like, Dakota, it was wicked nice meeting you. And she was like, if you have any problems or any questions, or if she needs me, or call me, you got my number. And I was like, that's your mom. If you don't want me to call her, tough shit, I'm calling her. You know, that's how it goes. You know, I just met her. I'm going to keep the good impression that I just made. And you know, if you start bawling eyes one day and I don't know how to fix it, I'm calling your mom. You know? And like she said, if you start to feel uncomfortable about staying, or, you know, and, you know, she even said, she was like, Dakota, I will come and I'll grab her for a night or two. You don't gotta worry. She told me that I don't gotta worry. And was like, and I'll bring her home right after. She's like, I will bring her, like, no. That was weird. And she used to go to Hull when she was a kid and stuff. Thank God she doesn't know who my family is.
This probably does, but she just...
No, I told her my last name. And then I told her who we live with, and she was like, will you be able to, you know, take care of my daughter? You know, like with your leg and all that, getting you to bend it every day and shit. And I was like, I can. And if I can't, my mom will. And if my mom can't, my Uncle Ross will. If my Uncle Ross won't, my Uncle Bernie will. If none of them will, fucking Norm will. If Norm can't do it, Joe will. I've got people lined up to help, you know. And she was like, good. And then Jack backed me up, and he even said, he was like, Dakota. He was like, Tracy. He's like, Tracy, I just met Dakota, and Dakota had me meet like a bunch of his friends and stuff. And she said, she was telling Jeff, she was like, just put your mind at ease. Every single person that Dakota's introduced me to has been wicked chill and a wicked nice person. Tracy wanted to say hi and thank you to you, but,
Yeah.
you know, what?
I can't look back there. I would help out.
I like your mom's cool shit. Me and Jack had just gotten yelled at for swearing by this old lady, and then your mom comes in and just starts going, and this old lady this old lady looked at her husband, and then her husband looked at Jack and was like, hey, gonna tell Jack to like shut the fuck up and watch his language and shit. And you know, then he told us, like, my wife just doesn't like that kind of language and stuff. Yeah. And he was like, oh, I'm wicked sorry. I was raised by a mom, so I know all that crap. He's continuing to swear. And then your mom walks, like, then we go and get your mom like 5 minutes later, and they both just start going up. Friggin' this, fucking that.
Yeah, my mom's pretty bad.
Yelling about fucking niggas and pimps and
my God.
RVs and all this craziness.
Oh yeah, she told you the RV story?
Yeah. She was like, legit, I shit you not. I sold a fucking RV to a legit pimp.
But the fucked up thing, so my mom used to be a lunch lady,
Yeah.
and we used to have dirt bikes. So my mom comes home one day, it's like end of the school year, so you know it's almost summer, whatever, it's nice out. My brother's whipping on his dirt bike. And my mom's like, let me take that for a ride real quick. And we have what we call the whoop-de-doos. So like you go down the train tracks and it's all whatever. Bitch fucking flat out fucking wipes out, dude. Breaks her fucking collarbone. Gets back on the fucking dirt bike, comes all the way back to the house, and she's like, we're like, Mommy, you have to go to the hospital. She's like, no, I gotta sell this RV. I gotta do it.
That's crazy. Selling an RV to a pimp with a broken collarbone. Yeah, your mom was like, if my life was reality television, I'd be a billionaire. That's what she said. She's like, half the fucking shit that happens to me, you couldn't even write about. Telling me and Jack about how she lived in Florida and all she was doing down there was, oh.
In 1 mile, at exit 26A.
Don't worry
keep
about
right,
me.
Cape
I'm
Cod.
more worried about me fucking about flying.
No, I will not let that happen. You need to understand, I got trained by a statey to drive. So I'm always aware of what's going on around me
I
at
too
all
did,
times.
Just letting you guys know, I am getting a little hot, so I might throw up.
Alright, shutting off the heater. Heater's off. No, you saw that other guy. He did the right thing. He went off into the shoulder.
Yeah.
Okay?
You shouldn't try to take such big sips of water and shit too. You should try to.
In
Oh, come
0.5
on,
miles,
yourself.
at
Go by
exit
me.
26A. Keep right on the I-495 South, Cape Cod.
Come on.
Go.
Nope.
This fucking truck.
Why is this thing growling? I don't like that. Alright, I'm in the lane that I need to be in.
Yep.
Yes,
Literally
seeing how GPS is telling me.
Keep right on the I-495 South, Cape
Yes.
Cod.